Good morning, tradeologists. Well, there's a lot of activity this morning. Boy, we had Celgene going crazy. We had Gilead going crazy. We had the IWM going crazy. I was actually able to scalp quite a bit out of Celgene and made $164 so far for today. Gilead, we're up about $78, and as soon as I can, there's a couple $100 of profit here I could take as soon as we get to some sort of delta position where I'm comfortable. So we had quite a few opportunities this morning for scalping. I even did some scalping on Adobe. I sold 100 shares and made some money on that too. But we've got some profitable positions in our stock positions. And looks like we're doing pretty good here. We're pretty much delta neutral on just about everything right now. So should be an interesting day. Hopefully we'll have plenty of opportunities to scalp today. I will keep you informed as we go. Well, the market, as we can see, pretty much traded sideways for most of the day. So I didn't have a chance to really to do any scalping. Most of the activity took place in the morning. This is today. It all came down here, and then pretty much it went sideways. Even this little move up ended up with a kind of a negative tone to the market. The Dow Jones was down 42 points, but it didn't really make a whole lot of progress in the afternoon. Most of the activity was here in the morning. And if we take a look at IWM, we're up a couple $100 for the day. $180 open profit. I pared back all my other positions, so that this is the only gamma scalping position I have open. And I took my profits on Celgene, and that worked out to about $300. And then I closed out my Gilead position, which is a loss of $150, and I closed out Adobe, which is a loss of $300. So we're down about $400 minus the profits that we made on the IWM. So we're down a couple $100 for the day. This is the only gamma scalping position I currently have open, and it looks like it's performing fairly well. If we take a look at the IWM itself, we've got the 72 call and put straddle, so we're right in here. 72 is quite a ways away. If we continue down lower, I am currently 65 deltas along. So any dramatic move down, I'll make some pretty good money. Any dramatic move up 3 points, I'll make some pretty good money, up around 4,000, down about 3,000. So I'm not too worried about this position. The one thing that is really kind of important about these positions is to cut the losses on the ones that aren't performing and to keep the ones that are performing. So in other words, the ones that weren't performing, I cut out of my portfolio today, and I was looking for a reinvestment of the capital into other positions. I didn't really find it yet because the market just kind of trended sideways. But on the IWM, I really like the IWM. Number one, because if we take a look at the bid-ask spreads are very, very tight. During the market hours, they're actually about a penny wide. The Russell itself is about $70 a share, so it's not cheap, but it's pretty liquid and it's easy to get in and out of large positions. So at least for my account, I'm trading 30 contracts on the straddle. I can trade up to 3,000 shares on the IWM without making really any problem in the way it's traded, or I can trade 30 contracts in the options. If we take a look quick at the open interest, there's a couple 100,000 contracts. By contrast, I was taking a look at ENS, which has earnings coming out on Wednesday, and if you take a look at the open interest, you're talking a couple hundred contracts. So it's really a good idea if you are trading actively to stay with the those contracts that are very, very liquid, that have very, very tight bid and ask, like the IWM, the Qs, the diamonds, and the spies. Those are the ones that I really recommend for you guys, because it'll save you a lot of trouble. Now, obviously, what we're doing is we're trying to find stocks that are going to be, if the earnings report comes out, we really want them to move like we do with the AVP. And AVP moved tremendously when we bought it. When we bought that straddle, it just took off. It was just absolutely unbelievable. Look what it's done since then, though. It's just traded sideways. So, in some sense, if you don't take, and I took the profits the day that it went up, it had this very, very large move here. Because if you don't, your straddle prices are actually going to start declining in price, and it's going to be very, very difficult to pull any kind of money out of this trade at all after this big move. So you're actually better off selling the straddle after a big move like this, because look at the time decay. I mean, this stock just did not move after that. So, like a big move like this on a very active stock, on a stock that you can sell the straddle, you're probably better off selling the straddle than buying it. You're better off buying the straddle when the volatility is low, like we did here, just prior to this big move. So that's it for today, guys. We have this large position on IWM open. I look forward to making continual and additional profits on this particular position, and we're going to be looking for some more this week. There's a couple earnings out that look particularly attractive, and we'll keep our eye on those. But that's it for tonight. So, hey guys, go out there and trade with confidence.